everyone, it's Julie with Let's Get Strollin', and today we're at Collier Lanes and we're going to meet with the owner, Jeff Collier. Hi Jeff, how are you?
Great, Julie, how are you?
Yeah, I'm great, it's a great pleasure to meet you. Well, I've actually been here quite a few times myself with my kids and my family, and we've had a wonderful time. So I'm really interested in knowing a little bit about your lanes here and what it is that you guys do and what you have to offer the community. And I'm really excited. I think this is going to be fun.
Okay.
So is there anything that you can tell us that our viewers would benefit from learning about Collier Lanes and kind of what you guys have to offer here other than the obvious, which is bowling?
Well, it's a great sport for all ages. It's good exercise. We have a lot to offer. Birthday parties, youth leagues, adult leagues. We have pool leagues down in our South Bar also.
Kind of going in that theme, I kind of heard that you do tournaments here. And that must be pretty exciting to have, some pretty talented bowlers come together and kind of, battle it out for the trophy. I don't know how big the trophy is or what the prize is, but I'm sure it's
some
fun
pretty good sized prizes.
All right, that's great.
One of our tournaments pays off like $3,000.
Oh, well, hey.
For first
I
place.
Get better at bowling. If that's the case, wow, $3,000. Wow,
Yes.
Who knew? That's fantastic. Okay. Well, I'm thinking perhaps you could give me a few pointers on how to select a ball, other than, of course, the pretty colors, because that's always what I'm attracted to. So you probably hear that a lot with us girls, don't you?
Most of the time.
So you probably have to stock a few pretty colors for the ladies and some manly colors for the men. But other than the color, what am I kind of looking for? Is there a certain weight I should be looking to? Is it based on your body weight, or height, or it doesn't really matter?
It depends on how much you've bowled before, I guess. If you haven't bowled at all, you don't want to go too heavy of a ball. You want to stick with a light one.
Okay, is that because you don't want to strain any muscles or pull anything?
Yes.
Or is it, okay, you just answered it. So, okay, you don't want to go flying down the lane if you don't know what you're doing.
Correct.
Have you actually seen that happen in your years here?
Oh, yes, I've done it myself.
Oh my gosh. So it really can happen. Now
Yes,
I'm
it can.
scared. I'm really scared now. So I don't know. I'm going to need your instruction for sure to help me with that. So already I'm seeing an array here. And I guess, the first thing obviously some of these have really large holes and you don't want that.
That's the first thing you want to look at is the holes. You want to make sure it's not too big, which this is way too big for you.
So if they're too big, when you go to swing, you can put a hole in the ceiling.
Or you'll drop it behind you.
Or you'll drop it behind you and knock out about 3 people, not pins, but people. So, okay, that's not good. We don't want that. And on the other, or the opposite end of the spectrum, we don't want too small either, right?
Because you don't want it sticking in there.
That's when you go down the lane, right? If you don't okay.
Correct.
All right. Well, just looking right now, I can kind of see.
Just go through them and check them out, find one that fits good.
I have very
Try this
sausage
one right
fingers.
here. This looks pretty good.
This one looks like it
your
fits some
color
little snug. Oh, well, see, you already know me. I love it. What do you think, camera? This is a good color, huh? Okay, well, let's go with this. Good. It seems pretty, just a good workout for my little bicep here today. So I think this will do the trick.
Okay.
So why don't we head on over and we'll kind of maybe put the, now wait, we got to talk about shoes because I am into fashion too. So. What are the
won't like the bowling shoes colors, but
so you're already warning me. I probably won't like it, but there are people can also purchase their own shoes.
Yes.
Obviously, you can go to a sporting goods shop. And actually, speaking of which, do you sell anything here? Do you have a pro shop?
Yep, we sell balls and shoes.
Oh, fantastic!
All the equipment you need.
Okay, so if someone's a little pickier about the style or whatever, you can always go buy your own, right? And personalize it a little more. You can get a little pickier with the color of the ball and whatnot. I assume you could probably order custom if you needed to. There's probably an array of things available out there.
There's many different types of bowling balls.
Okay. All right. Terrific.
A lot to get into there.
All right. Well, let's head on over and put on some of these crazy shoes we got. Now, these are pretty standard, right? These are what you... So they come in all different sizes. Have you ever had someone that you couldn't fit a pair of bowling shoes to? Oh yeah.
We carry up to size 16s, and we've had people want size 18 shoes.
Oh my gosh, 18. Okay. Well, already. Now, did you send them down to the ski shop down the street? No, that's terrible, isn't it? That did not sound good. Easy for me to say, right? When I got these little shoe boxes for feet here. So, okay, so let me get geared up here. Do you have your fancy?
Yep, I'm ready to
yours
go.
are fancy. I like it. You got a neutral black, and it kind of, goes with everything. You already knew that, didn't you? So, hopefully I won't slip and slide. These are very slippery. Now, why are they so slippery?
So you slide on the approach and don't stick and fall down.
Well, okay. All right. Seems like they'd be good for dancing, too. So,
Yeah.
so you could cut a rug in them. All right. Well, let's head on down. Which alley would you like us to?
Okay, we're right here, set up on lane 8.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Right. So I'll try not. Now, I am a self-proclaimed klutz, so I'm warning in advance. Okay, there could be a mishap. Hopefully, there's an ambulance waiting.
Have you bowled before?
I have a couple times, perhaps, and I think they had the little gutter things, the little
bumpers?
inflatable bumpers, which I think were meant for my children, but actually I benefited from. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this goes. Perhaps we can start with you showing me how it properly should be done.
Okay.
Show me this, kind of how you do it. We'll see a pro in action. Okay. All right.
First thing you want to do is check your foot and make sure you didn't step in any water,
Okay.
snow, or pop or something. Make sure it slides. Because if you don't, you'll know right away when you get up there and you did step in something.
Oh boy, that's where the ambulance comes in handy, right? Okay. Okay, now wait a minute. That was very impressive. How did you make the ball curve like that? That is unbelievable. It's just a
most
flick
of
of
the
your
weight's in the balls.
Okay,
There's a way to do that to hook.
okay,
And your fingers, you want to lift at the very end. Lift a
Okay.
lot with your fingers as the thumb comes out to
Okay.
get it to hook to.
okay. So there actually is a technique to use to make it curve a certain direction, or if you want to say hit that. Tell you what, I'll let you go ahead and hit that final pin down there. How's that? We'll let you clean it up.
I'll
Clean up
try.
on aisle 8. No, and we are on aisle 8. Okay. So go
All
ahead
right.
and clean up the aisle. Oh my gosh. Okay, remind me not to play with you because it's not going to be good. It's not going to look good at all.
All right,
Well,
your
we'll
turn.
see. Maybe I can do the same thing with your
You might.
pointers, right? Okay, so what is the
You should stand
significance
up
of
here.
the two? Is this for men and ladies?
It
Not
depends on like how
necessarily.
tall you are. You should take like a 5-step or a 4-step approach. I don't know
I
what
see.
you are used to, but
I have short legs, so it'll probably be like an 8-step approach. And if you don't care and nobody out there cares, that's what I'm doing, if that's all right with you. So, because if
It's all
I
right
try
with
to
me.
do a few,
I'll watch
I
you and see what you're doing.
I
here.
might tangle my legs up a little bit if I try to overthink it. So the right approach would be to walk up and just swing back, keep my wrist straight or my body straight forward. How would you suggest?
You want your elbow straight and your wrist straight.
All right.
So just
So-
like that, when you push the ball out,
Okay.
when you push it out, kind of lock your arm.
Okay.
And just let it swing natural all by itself, and then
Okay. And
Follow
try
through
not
with
to
it.
hit anyone on the way.
all right, don't let go of it on the backswing.
I was going to say, you might want to step back. Okay, you got this, Russell? We're going to give it a whirl. Okay. No guarantees of the outcome.
Nice. Look at that.
Oh, where's my curve?
Look,
See?
you got a strike out of that. That's pretty good.
All right, give me a high five. High five. I love it. Okay. Can I just say, are we all impressed? I mean, do you see what a great teacher he is?
I was impressed.
I
That was
swear.
very good.
Well, thank you. That was called Irish luck, and that's what I have, so it's all good. Anyway, so yeah, that was really fun. So as far as these machines and keeping up the place here, does it take quite a bit to maintain these lanes and keep them functioning and operating? And
A little bit, yes.
there's some mechanics involved.
Got a few parts on the machines down and back.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to keep them going.
Yeah, you probably have to have someone who specializes and kind of knows how to
Yes,
fix it. You have someone
definitely.
that's here pretty much on call full time if you need someone to come out or.
They're here all day
I
usually.
was going to say.
Every day.
Yeah, it seems like it would be really sensitive with that. So, yeah, and this I'm always fascinated by. Is it necessary, the air conditioning?
Yeah, if your hands start sweating, you have
It
to
really
dry your
lets it
hand
get
off so you
kind of.
won't
And I
won't
think
drop
I've
the
seen
ball.
like people use powder sometimes or something. Am I correct
Most of
on
them
that?
use a rosin so that it kind of dries your hand also and makes it a little bit sticky so you can hang on the ball good.
Okay, good to know. All right.
There's
well,
also powders that are make it slip and make it fall off easier.
Oh, which, like I said, is probably dangerous for someone like me in the beginning, but once you get the rhythm to it. Well, I have to tell you, I had a ton of fun today, and I'm definitely going to come back, and hopefully I can
great.
get a few more of those strikes, huh?
Definitely.
It was so nice
All right.
to meet you. You
Nice
have a
to meet
great
you,
day.
and thank
It
you
was
for the
nice to
interview.
meet you. You're very welcome. Take care.
All right.
You're watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford, Addison Township, and the village of Leonard.
Hogan with Let's Get Strollin', and today we're at Great Lakes Mercantile, and we're meeting with the owner, Dora. Hi, Dora. How are you?
Julie. Nice that you could come.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right.
The famous thing we need all of our viewers to know about your shop is that everything here is from Michigan. Michigan made, Michigan artists, Michigan products. Am I correct on all
You're
that?
correct.
Okay. Well, I am intrigued to know, how did you end up in Oxford, Michigan with your shop?
Well, we were involved in the antique business, did shows up at the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island for many years. And when we bought this building, we just decided that maybe we would like to do Michigan products.
That's awesome. I
So
love
that's how we got started here 13 years ago.
So there probably hasn't been a shop like this in Oxford forever, can I
Not
say,
that I'm
that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
So this is something new and interesting, although not so new. How long have you been here?
13.
Oh my
13
gosh,
years.
13 years. And
20 if we want to count putting the building together and
well,
everything.
that
so.
definitely counts toward it. Now, as far as Oxford and the amount of time that you're here, I'm sure Oxford's changed quite a bit since you first came
Yes,
in, huh?
it's changed a lot.
So this is wonderful. Just adds to the ambiance of this wonderful little town, and it gives another. Everybody loves things from Michigan, so I think
right.
I'm pretty safe to say that. Do you have any Smitten with the Mitten T-shirts around here?
How about smitten with mittens?
I love it. Okay, so there we go. You gotta love it. I know. Anywhere I go, I'm like, I'm smitten with Michigan. You know, smitten with the mitten. So let's take a stroll around the shop here, and you can kind
I
of
think
tell me.
first of all, everybody pretty much is familiar with Pewabic Pottery out of Detroit.
Okay.
It's a 110-year-old company.
Now, can you do me a favor, Dora? Can you please pronounce the name of the pottery? Because I always have a tongue
Pewabic.
twist.
It's like an Indian. It
Okay.
sounds like an Indian name.
I'll let you say it because I'm
Pewabic,
tongue-tied with
yeah.
it. It's beautiful, though.
And
Very nice.
we are their largest retailers here in downtown Oxford. So
Oh, fantastic.
have a great supply going on here.
Very pretty, and you're right. It has a following. People that love it, and they
That's
will
right.
travel wide and far to find it. This is a very nice selection. So show me what else you have. around
And
here.
we're big into children's books, even though I
Okay.
have part of them over there and part of them over here.
nice.
Most, I would say, probably 99% of my books are Michigan authors and illustrators.
Okay, all right. So some of them maybe grew up in Michigan and moved out of Michigan, so those don't count per se, but they
offhand, I can't
technically
think
do.
of any. We even have local, like Oxford, like the Laddie book over there. She's an Oxford person. I would pretty much say that it's 100%.
Well, there's some wonderful authors in Michigan, and it's nice that you have all in one spot. So someone who wants to take a look at that, it's great.
And we have the most popular little
Okay.
oven mitts from.
That's cute.
Now
Love
that's
it.
a product that is not exactly Michigan made, but it is USA.
I love it. And these two, look at the little
those
Michigan
are-
mittens. That is too funny. You know what? These are great. These are great for kids too, because I'm thinking my kids would get a kick out of those. So I'm like, oh, we got to do that. So over here I see more of the pottery, which is beautiful.
We have
very unique.
some of the specialty pieces that Pewabic makes, like their first and most popular one would have been the iridescent tile.
Oh wow!
And we have a
Beautiful.
huge Pewabic. Probably the biggest piece of Pewabic you'll ever see is that vase on top
Wow.
of that up there.
Now is that I'm just curious because, does that hit the wallet pretty hard? Are those pretty expensive pieces? Yes. So someone that appreciates
Now
and
that's
understands.
expensive just because it's large, and
Okay.
they don't throw many of those.
Okay.
This is expensive because of the process that it takes to get that iridescent color, and that's also a
interesting.
pretty big vase for.
Okay,
For iridescent.
terrific. I'm sure those out there that do this type of collection understand how wonderful that is. So these are interesting jewelry you have here, stones. They look like a different stone I'm not familiar with. Can you tell me about it?
This is called cholesterolite, and it is easier to say green star. This is our Michigan gemstone that Governor Milliken made into being our stone in, I believe it was 1972.
Wow,
And it is just a beautiful stone. It comes from Isle Royal, out of the water.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And,
That is interesting. Very, very pretty and unique. Again, I wasn't aware. Now, that was in 72 that they pretty much made that a gem that you know of? Okay. So fairly recent in the history of things. Of course, you were explaining to me earlier that it's actually the gem, because of course a lot of people know in Michigan, the stone is the Petoskey Stone.
Right.
And yes, and I love your necklace, and I'm assuming you sell those here too. So
Yes, I do.
I was going to say
funny
them.
you should ask.
Yeah. So I'm sure you
and
have a few Petoskey stones around here.
We have a few in this counter here,
Okay.
and
And very unique. I like, again, a selection here. So you find something here that you can't find at, Macy's, right?
right.
So it's all good. We don't want that, exactly. We want unique stuff. So this is really
Let's see.
terrific.
We have
Nice
the
collection.
little compacts down here are bird's eye maple, along with the candlesticks
Yeah, that's
over
nice.
there that are
Oh, yes.
handmade up in the
yes.
UP, and they're
That
called
is very
engagement
pretty.
candles.
Very nice. And I see you have Christmas ornaments and things like that. Now, do you change things up holiday time?
Pretty
Do you
much, yeah.
have
We get a lot more
different
Christmas
stock?
things out
Okay.
at Christmas time.
Great.
But what you're floating around there is some of the copper products that are little ornaments that are made out of copper,
Really, really pretty.
UP and
Really unique.
connected.
Love that. Always.
And we have a
loved anything
huge
like that.
collection, while we're on copper, we have a huge collection of copper from the UP, bookends and clocks and
So pretty. Yep. Really interesting. And then here we have some food items. It looks like these look really good. All the chocolates and the yummies, which everybody who watches me knows I'm like. I love my
Chocolate,
sugar, my
yes.
coffee, so no, it's all good. Looks
these
like-
are the only candy that this company makes, and it is Hanover, Michigan mints, and they have the mint molded right into the chocolate.
That's cute, I love
I mean the Michigan
Yep.
molded into the chocolate. And then we have Cherry Republic products.
Okay.
Probably something that would be a little hard to find down here in the lower is thimbleberry jam.
Oh,
That is, it only comes, as far as we know, it comes only comes from
Thimbleberry.
the UP.
never heard of
It's a
thimbleberry.
bit
Must
hard to
be
grow
honest.
down here, I
Okay.
understand, as far as trying to get that
Is it
berry.
kind of like a raspberry flavor,
It
sort of?
isn't. It
or-
looks like raspberry, but it doesn't. Everybody says, what does it taste like? And it just has its own unique,
Okay.
tiny little seeds, not like the raspberry seed, just tiny little seeds.
Interesting.
And we have the American spoon preserves and
Yep, those are really good. I've had those before
some
too.
relishes and
Really good.
Maple
and,
syrup.
Oh, I love the little. She even has
Michigan
little ice trays. They're in the shape
ice
of the mint.
trays. You need to
So
see
cute.
that.
You're doing like a
Small
little Michigan themed
ice
party or something in the summer.
trays.
Look at that. Isn't that cute? Love it. And the cookie cutters, of course, for
Cookie
the
cutters,
holiday
yeah,
time.
we have the Michigan cookie cutters,
That's fun.
Michigan cookbooks, and
Yeah, so while we're sort of talking, well, let's head out over here and kind of take a look at, again, the copper. The copper's beautiful. You can see she's got a good arrangement
also,
here. Different.
you know, it's
Sure.
Petoskey Stone clocks and
Yeah.
different
Okay,
pieces.
Great. And again, more.
More Quabic. And this
I'm
is
going to let you say that again.
Quabic.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
And this is my Glen Frosty collection.
Okay.
She is a little lady up in Beulah, Michigan, very old company. And she has books and cards, and I only carry her old cards that she made while she was alive. And then we do gift baskets.
Yeah, show me this. I was just saying, boy, maybe Russell, you could get this for me like soon, because I see some wine in there. And no, but anyway, it looks delicious, and what a great
This is,
little
this
gift
is what
idea.
we do, you know, custom baskets.
Oh, that's cute.
It's a little Michigan
I
look
love
to
the
it
shape
there.
of it. It's so cute. Very unique. So someone can customize. Of course, they come in
Anything they want to put in.
and they can throw it all on the counter and say, make it look good and put it in a basket for me. And
That's
you can
right.
do it. So, okay. Well, last but not least, let's talk about your wines. I see an array of
yes.
really cool looking local wines.
We have a lot of the old Mission Peninsula wines, a few from down on the other end, down like the other Lake Michigan shore, they call it.
Okay.
But we try to we can get things maybe that other people can't because we specialize in Michigan. We only carry Michigan wines, so wonderful wines being made out of Michigan these days.
Well, I know for a fact I've tried a few myself, but I'd love to come in and grab a couple bottles sometime and see you again and have a sampling of it. But it was really nice to meet you,
Well,
Dora.
it's nice to meet you,
It's a pleasure,
too.
and like I said, I'm definitely going to be back for those mittens and for the wine. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Hi everyone, don't forget you can purchase DVDs of your favorite shows from OCTV, whether it's Minutes by Minute, Our Community Access, or Connie's Kitchen. Just call the station. Our number is 248-628-9658. And enjoy watching all of our shows on OCTV.
It's Julie Hogan again with Let's Get Strolling, and today we have a treat for you. We're at Johnston Photography, and I'm meeting with Dorothy Johnston, the owner. Hi, Dorothy. How are you?
Hi, good to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. What a beautiful shop you have here.
I appreciate you guys coming in.
I'm very impressed. It's amazing. The variety of photography that you have here and the level of work that you do is really
thanks.
impressive.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you came to be here in Oxford?
Yeah, I mean, we're residents of Oxford Township, so I always loved coming downtown to eat. And Mel Paul was here prior to us. Happened to see that they were retiring and the place was up for sale. Okay. And what a great opportunity to be in this space as opposed to competing against him, say.
Smart move.
So it was an amazing opportunity. So yeah, we kind of came in 12 years ago. And it's hard to believe it's been that long ago. And kind of just took off where he'd sort of left off, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Sure does. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And
Thanks.
obviously you're doing very well. I see your photography all over the neighborhood, especially with some of the local team sports
Yeah.
through the high school, etc.
Yes.
Just really cool stuff.
Thank
do.
you. Yeah,
So-
we're super excited about that. Those are, I love doing those. I love doing it for the kids. I love to see their expression and their pride, how proud they are to have that up and businesses supporting them. It's pretty neat.
That's really awesome.
Thanks.
Now, as far as, I assume that you do off-site shoots as well.
We
so
do.
Do you go pretty far? What is some of the destinations or what's the furthest you've gone?
We've gone to Mackinac, actually, Mackinac Island to the Grand Hotel. We did a destination wedding, so that was super
exciting.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
great. But we do a lot of high school seniors on location because a lot of people have horses. They live on lakes, motorcycles, you name it. So we've been all different places, for sure.
You probably love it. It gives you a little variety, changes up the office scene, so to speak, once in a while.
Yes, absolutely. I love to get out on location for sure.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping actually that you could perhaps show me and some of our viewers here your studio.
Absolutely.
And a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes and some of the equipment you use and all that great stuff.
For sure.
So,
Love
do you
to.
mind doing that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go. Wow, Dorothy, this is really cool in here.
Isn't this neat? We do a lot
love
of large families on this space. This is an awesome space. We could do up to 15 in a family.
Wow,
comfortably.
15 people can fit in this space comfortably.
Absolutely.
And to me it reminds me of a blank canvas.
Absolutely.
That you can decorate however you see fit.
Yes.
And we mold it to the needs of the client.
Yes. Change the mood of it. Different chairs. We have different wall configurations that can pull in, put together. Yeah, it's very versatile for sure.
Yeah, I love it. I can definitely see where now this is interesting.
Yes.
I don't know if the folks at home can see this, but it looks like a really old ski lift.
It is, and we use that around the holiday season. So we have some winter scenes that we put up for the kids and families. With kind of looks like you're coming in off the ski hill. It's pretty
I love
neat.
It.
Yeah,
what a great
fun.
idea. Hey,
Yeah.
Mom, hey, all the moms out there. I know you're going to be clamoring for this winter because what a cute scene. I love it.
Thanks.
So it just kind of goes to show the creativity that you really put into, and the thought process, and trying to do something always different and changing it up
Absolutely.
for your clients.
Yes.
And so
And we do.
love
We have
that.
some traditional things that we do every year, which is the chicks and bunnies, which is fun in the spring. We have baby chicks and bunnies that come in. So.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that must
love
be a
it.
riot
Love
with the
it.
little ones.
Yeah.
And so you photograph infants on up to, of course,
Yeah, graduation.
groups of families, weddings, you name it.
You
do
name it. We do it. Teams.
And you also do commercial as well, am I correct?
We
on
do.
that?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. We've done some products, some automotive, a lot of different commercial type projects for sure.
It's very versatile. I love it. So one-step shopping here. So let's go and see what else you
For
have
sure.
here. All right. So the studio continues, Dorothy. This is fantastic.
I know, folks are amazed how big this place is.
Yeah, it is really deceiving when
Yeah.
you come in. What strikes me the most is I feel like we're on a really cool movie set.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the creativity that abounds. It's literally every corner of this space has a different feel to it, a different personality, just like your clients, I'm
Yes,
sure.
absolutely. And we try to have a little bit of something for everybody because, like you just said, everybody's different. Even what they have on, we want something that kind of goes in line with a ball gown to a barn set to just casual front porch feel. So we've got a little bit of everything for
That
sure.
really makes sense,
Yeah.
of course. And again, if our audience can't see it, there's props galore in here. So you're not necessarily stuck with what you see over here. You can move stuff around. You
Absolutely.
can, change it up quite a bit, depending on each individual's tastes and needs.
For sure.
So I love it. These flowers actually almost look real. Oh, they smell so good. So I mean, that's the great thing about photography.
Yeah.
There's a magic behind it.
Absolutely.
And people don't realize that these aren't real, but I'm sure they'd look great.
They
once you're
absolutely look beautiful. Yeah.
doing the
Different
photography.
applications.
So I have kind of a favorite, really cute little corner over here. Hopefully the audience will be able to see this. But I'm thinking, I need like a little country music playing in the background, perhaps a nice cup of iced tea and, a book. And Russell, you can run along now, and I'm just going to take a little snooze. But I'm loving the feel of this. It feels authentic. It feels like I'm on my grandma's front porch.
Yeah.
And
Very homey.
it's just terrific. I love the personal touches you have at your studio.
Thank you.
And I definitely would recommend you to anyone. I mean, it's really fascinating to see the process behind the scenes.
Aw, thanks.
So I guess the biggest question I have is, like most of us, we want to know, how do you put your best foot forward when you're getting your picture taken? And how do you, do you have any tips or pointers for anyone when you're getting your picture taken? What are some things that you should be looking for? Are there certain angles? Are there certain poses? How do we
Yes.
get the best shot possible?
All of that. You get kind of a feel for, everybody's got some things that they love and aren't super excited about. So you kind of get a feel for that as you're working with them.
Okay.
And I usually like to ask, because I usually photograph, say, headshots for someone, for business cards,
Okay.
that sort of thing. I usually we do some shots and then I kind of ask, do you have a favorite side? Do you have a side that you love, or is there something about it, a side that you're not sure about? And just kind of play off of that, always making them feel comfortable. And hair is a big thing too. Making sure the hair kind of swoops in different lighting directions will help make that beautiful.
So you don't let anyone get their picture taken with alfalfa sticking straight up or anything like that?
No,
Okay,
no.
thank
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
No.
We kind of go over that several times as we're going.
Okay,
I mean, I can do some
perfect.
stuff behind the scenes after the fact, but I usually try to capture it as clean and beautiful as I can, so I don't have a ton of artwork afterwards.
Okay, terrific. I love it. Well, all I can say is it was really nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
You
Thank
are
you.
truly an artist.
Oh,
and,
thanks.
I just, if anyone needs any pictures taken, come on in. This is your woman. She'll take good care of you.
Thank you.